5-minute trap.
Pandas. I got broads in Atlanta because new foam and the Pandas, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm Bye Money. We just finished our pre-market show. Always have a great time there. Hopefully one day you guys can join us there. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it might be today. I mean, Jatoro. Good morning. Day trading like a predator. Good morning. These two guys are always bright and early on the stream. I really do. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Thanks for joining early in the stream. Even while you see is the pre-market show like little logo, but they're still there waiting. So do really appreciate that. Keith A. Good morning. Grant Kim. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Let me just wrap some stuff up on the pre-market. Good morning, guys. Kid Poker, Mr. Pre-Market. You can always go back. It's all there for you. They're all archived, so you can go back and rewind if you want to watch it. Andrew Gibson, good morning. Hassam Arabi, good morning. Aaron Kwan, good morning. And Rothable, good morning.
5-minute trap.
Wayne Bicknell, good morning from the North Georgia mountains. Blue Ridge. We got a 5-minute trap. Where is that at? Yeah, this is getting choppy. I'm sitting on my paws until this kind of resolves, but looks like a spiking channel. Double hit on yesterday's high. Very nice. I'm gonna mark it like this. I think this looks good. Navo just became a panda. Do appreciate your support. Enjoy your green name. Enjoy your two-legged pullback badge as it forms over time. Enjoy your panda emoticons. And enjoy access to the pre-market show. At 9 o'clock every single day, I share all my off-stream trades. I share all of my account balances. You can see it all. All laid out bare before you guys. Panda bear before you guys. Kid Poker says, you know what makes me mad? Friends think you're crazy trying to be a trader. You know, it's so ironic because the word mad actually means crazy. So you're kind of saying, you know what makes me crazy? Friends think you're crazy trying to be a trader, which is kind of true. If I had friends who wanted to become traders, would I recommend it? You know what? There are certain people I probably wouldn't recommend, actually. Like, knowing their personalities and knowing, the type of people they are. There are probably some friends I would say you should stay away from it. You should stay away from it. But for a couple people who I think, just because I want to like in a sense protect them from losing a bunch of money, of course, that's the risk. I mean, it really depends on the person, I think. But yeah, if they're, but that also says that also along with that, I actually think, the statistic where they say 95% of traders fail. Well, I really think if people put the work in, learn how to trade a system, and let's just say the two-legged pullback, okay? And then that's all you trade. Two leggies. If you learn the two-legged pullback, and if you learn how to, along with that technically, to control your risk reward and know sometimes when to extend your reward and know basically the probabilities of certain setups. If you can control your cash management, never trade too large, and that kind of goes into the psychological aspect of it. Don't revenge trade, of course. Trade to your size. I would kind of consider that both the technical aspect and also the psychological aspect, because you have to know what size you need to trade appropriately, right? To know. And that's like a technical thing, right? To know how much you need to, how big of a size you can trade. And the emotional part is, even when you know that, you don't break that rule. And so, that both technical and that psychological aspect of it. And, I think if people learn how to control that, one huge breakthrough for me was just sizing, trading 1 to 2 contracts. That's what I'm trading right now across multiple accounts. And so that's, to me, just that alone tremendously helped. And I think if you get to learn those, the quicker you learn those things, and if you actually put the hours in to look at charts, study them. And when I say hours in, I really mean, like, you have to be hungry, you have to be thirsty, and you have to look at charts after the market. You have to study your mistakes. You have to own up to your mistakes, and you really have to look at, man, why did I take this setup? This was choppy. I know I shouldn't. This was far away from 20 May. I shouldn't have taken it. You have to really know where you do mess up. And if people do that, I think that 90% of failure, that 90% failure would reduce drastically, probably down to maybe, I don't know, like 60%. It would be like a 60% failure. I really think a lot of people can become good traders if they just put the time effort. Most of the time, people fail or people quit before they start to get good, before they start to learn those those like the details, like the hard things where no one wants, when people trade, no one wants to think about risk management. No one wants to think about cash management. Like that's like the least fun thing when it comes to trading. But crazy thing is, like, that's like the next step of, you know, what it takes to become consistent and successful. Yeah. So I you know, put in the chat, what is that kind of thing that you feel like took you to the next step? You know, once you learn the system and you're like, man, like I have like, you know, 2 weeks of really good trading, or even a month of really good trading, and then I lost it all on like one day. What is that thing that you feel like causes you to lose everything in that like 1 or 2 days of bad trading, and you know, and it prevents you from regaining, right? Prevents you from coming back from that. Put in the chat if you have figured it out for yourself, and if you know you have anything that you know that has helped you not to do that. For me, I think it's just being okay with a loss. You know, that to me bothered me a lot. You know, I did not want to have a red day, and I would think about the red day even after trading. I'll just keep thinking about it, and it like would drive me crazy. Just knowing that I left money in the market, and or I lost money in the market. That was a huge thing for me. Just I could not get over a red day, and it's just terrible. And by the way, just pre-market analysis, I think we're gonna have a strong bull trend day today. Follow through on this H4, right? Doji candle, but follow through, breaking to the top of it. So we have officially have follow through here, and I think we're gonna, like I mentioned many times, we're gonna look for that new high on this pivot. That's a daily chart. So I'm using daily chart to figure out today's market cycle, which I think is gonna be bull trend day today. But we'll see. It doesn't mean that, you know, every long is gonna work. You still have to trade your setup, but I'm gonna be a little more inclined probably to go long here. Yeah, you guys are saying some awesome stuff. Awesome things, yep. Diego Amin says, I lost 50k Apex PAs because of sizing, and I learned from this mistake, and now I'm respecting risk management and doing good thanks to you, Panda. Awesome. Diego says, risk management is #1 for me. Kid Poker says, using stops on every trade, accepting the loss. I think that's a nice one too. Just taking the hit on a loser and not, unless you plan to scale in, right? Unless you have like a specific plan to scale in. Most people don't, but if you do, then you can have a wide stop loss. But I think it's better just to take the hit and then just re-enter on another entry, on a better, perhaps a better entry, if you think your premise is still good. Second cleanse every morning. I tell myself that I don't need to take a trade today. It helps keep me out of anything I'm not 95% sure of. Awesome. Kevin Max says, I had to blow out an account to force me to really analyze what I was doing wrong. All right, market just opened, pandas. Let's go, baby. Let's get that bamboo. I will be trading only one contract this stream. Just feeling one contract right now. When it gets close to like withdrawal time, I kind of trade a little.
10,000 tick
I
trap.
trade a little safer. Just watching. I have this spike in channel. That was a pretty good hit off the spike in channel. Terrible signal bar, but pretty good hit off of it, off the 20 MA, and also pretty much off of our the bottom of our channel here. So you kind of got two key areas here. Even if we break below this, I think we could probably make a new high. We are creeping up here. I just want to be able to capture some of this if I can. Strong bull bars ending on their high. You're thinking this will continue to go up. Even with a pullback, probably go up still. Just watching here. Russell H says he couldn't get filled here. It was right at market open, which makes sense. You know, you'll get some slippage there. If you have like a stop limit order, it'll just blow right past your order. Too leggy. Right. Really good setup. Just happens right at market open, so actually wasn't interested in that. Big push up here. Right, you could have a nice runner at this point. And we're starting the 5-minute chart off with just a huge bull bar. And let's see how it ends. I want to see how this bar ends on the 5-minute. If it ends on like a strong bull bar, then I'm just thinking we're gonna be in bull trend day today. Kind of maybe like yesterday a little bit, or the day before. Sorry. And it sounds insane to think that with the interest rates rising up like this, recession impending, that we're gonna just fly up and make new all-time highs. And it's the market, price action. I'm telling you, like, who cares what the news says? Who cares what the economy is? It's all about price action right now. Hitting the top of our spiking channel. Absolutely incredible bullish move. I want to capture some of it. I mean, Al Brooks will say always in long. Those just buy on every top. This is what the market is doing, just buying at the top of every bar. Just waiting. Let's get that bamboo. Panis. A lot of you guys think it's gonna be a bull trend day today. Very nice. I think the moment we broke above yesterday's high, you know, and basically did a retest, micro double bottom on the high, story's finished. Just watching. Got two pushes up here. Too leggy here. I'm not going to go short into this at all. Even though we're hitting the top of this channel, you do not go short in a small pullback bull trend, according to Al Brooks. Just never go short into this. Even though you're like, oh, this is definitely overextended. It's so far from 20 MA. You do not go short against this. You do not. You're expecting actual more follow through at this point and nothing else. The 5-minute is the 5-minute bar looks super bullish, and I think it's gonna be indicative of today what's gonna happen. When you have a bar that looks like this, you're just thinking you could just buy right now and honestly hold one contract maybe for like the next 3 hours and probably make like $1,000. Huge bull bar ending near its high. And we will try to come in with an entry here. Obviously, my bias is bullish. I'm gonna be trying to look for two-legged pullbacks. I want to go long. I'll be interested in a two-legged pullback off the 20 MA here, if we can get it. In my opinion, I don't think we're gonna get two-legged pullbacks when the trend is very strong, such as it might be like right now. All you get are first entries, and you know that could be all you get, just first entries. And the market says the only way you're gonna make money today is entering first entries. We're not gonna give you two leggies because the trend is so strong. I'm gonna stick to the plan here. Let's see if we get a two-leggy here. It'll just be a first entry, and it'll just break the previous pivot high and just keep breaking them up, right? And then like you get like 14 pushes up in a row. It's crazy. The market can be generous for us to give us a two-leggy here. That'd be nice. I would like it to touch a 20 MA, but I'm so eager to enter this, I might not even wait. I might just enter like the micro double bottom. I'm even eager to enter with this micro double bottom, but I'm going to sit on my pause here. We're going to wait for the setup to come to us. We're not going to chase anything. We know exactly what we're looking for. A two-leggy off the 20 MA. Two-leggy here. Bad signal bar, so if it does go up, it'd be kind of difficult to enter long here because that signal bar is actually the worst signal bar, right? Bear bar ending on its low. So even on a very strong uptrend, but you can consider it because the risk, you're talking about a risk that's about 2 points. Not very big. That looks much better. Let's go. Doji bar, not the best signal bar. Let's see here. I would like a better signal bar than this. But I'm so like confident we're gonna just keep going up. We just touched a 20 MA here. I think that's enough for me. I'm gonna go long here. If I get hit, I get hit. I don't mind getting hit here. I think it's a good setup and high probable trade. Going lower, making a bad signal bar now, and we're about the 50% mark on that breakout bar on the 5-minute. Like super strong bull bar, but no follow through really. So it makes you kind of think maybe your premise was wrong. Maybe your premise was wrong. Maybe my premise was wrong. When the first bar looks like that, I'm taking this long. Only if I can time it perfectly here. All right, here we go. It's underneath the 20 MA, but it's coming off of our trend line here. And we're coming to the top, hitting the top, coming to the bottom. And we're gonna look for a two-leggy here. It could be an opening reversal, right? And we could be on a down day today, the rest of the day, who knows? But as far as I can tell, this is a good setup here. And if we break below here, that's interesting. Now the risk is getting larger and we had no follow through. Signal bar is looking weak now, right? This is the signal bar now, and it's like way below the, our trend line, way below 20 MA. That's absolutely incredible, pandas. Look at this. This is why you wait for follow through. Big. Oh, actually fills that gap and reverses immediately. Ah, man, oh man, oh man. This is too tempting. I gotta go long here. This is such a big risk, but I gotta go long here. Only trading one contract here. I'm gonna shoot for 2 points here because our risk is about 5 points large. Good signal bar. We just filled the gap on the 5-minute chart. Could be creating a trading range. Inside bar looks like it's being created here. Jerome Powell does speak at 1 o'clock today, so just be aware. Terrible signal bar now. You know what? I'm gonna hold on to this. I'm gonna take this trade if we get it, if it triggers. We're gonna go for 2 points because we're risking about 5 points here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 points. And I'm going to take the hit if I take the hit. But I'm going to try to gain 2 points. So even if I get the hit here, the risk reward still makes sense. Could trigger the trap here, which wouldn't surprise me. We're beneath the 20 MA. We're beneath the trend line. I'm thinking new high still, you know, but we'll see. Right, that's not the reaction you want. Plus inside bar. The setup is not as prime as it was, what I was thinking, but making a micro double top now and thinking this is like a dream for the trap trader right here. And it might be worth reversing the trade, but I'm just going to hold on to this trade. I'm okay with losing it. I'm really okay with losing this trade. I'm not looking for a downtrend right now, actually. I'm still looking for a long trade here. I'm not looking for a short trade in this area. So you got trap traders trying to reverse this uptrend right now, right here. And let's see who wins out this battle. I might just skunk it because the fact that we are 3 candles in here and we're making a higher low now. It makes me more willing to stay in this, but I'm not sure. This is getting choppy now. Basically have a failed trap. If this triggers to the upside, basically have a failed trap and more reason to actually stay in the trade, in my opinion. So yeah, I'll just stay in this trade. If it triggers this second entry long, higher low, then I'm just gonna stay in this trade. Yep, triggers it. I'm gonna stay in this trade. I don't mind losing this if I do lose it. I'm trying to get 2 points here. Could be creating a 2-legged pullback now to go short. Like, that's not what you want to see if you're long. You don't want to see a bar that looks like this. Basically a failed reversal right there. You almost want to skunk this trade now because of how ugly that looks. If it fails again, boy oh boy, that's gonna be rough. Almost want to raise it. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. Got 2 points on that. I'm okay with 2 points on that. The reason being is because of this gap fill, right? It bursted upwards and then filled that gap perfectly and bounced off of it, thinking trading range. So I took a trade basically at near the bottom of this big trading range here and came out victorious. What can I say? Boy, I don't know. I thought we are gonna have a super strong bull trend day today, but I mean we had a super strong bull bar and then actually a matching bear bar, and now we're just kind of going up and down. So, oh, this trap is so tempting. I cannot tell you how tempting this trap is to take right now. Wow, what a trap. I gotta take. I have to take this trap, even if it fails. I'm okay with that. I have to take this trap. Unless outside bar reversal, I'm gonna skip it. Taking this trap here. Off the 20 MA, and we're gonna try to make that new high now, right? Break of trend, looking for that new high with a trap. It's a trade that I gotta take. Even if I lose it, I have to take it. In my opinion, I'm gonna take this trade 9 out of 10 times. Now we got two overlapping bars. Actually going down now. Terrible signal bar for the trap. We're still in trap city. Perfect scalp. Not as enticed because of the strong bear bar. Almost feels like it wants to go down now. Huh. I'm a little confused now. Gonna cancel the order. If you look at the 5 minute, it's just creating an inside bar, right? Outside, inside, OI, and then maybe I pattern. So basically creating a type of triangle like this means breakout mode. So if it breaks, like traders will have orders above here, traders will have orders below here. If it breaks either side, you know, they're gonna bank on that side breaking out. But for me, I think it's gonna go up because we're above the 20 MA. Potential failed second entry short here still. You can consider as a failed second entry short and take this long. It's a little confusing. I mean, it looks choppy to me, and I don't really know what's happening here. I mean, this is a lot of chop here, and it's gonna resolve itself sooner or later, but a little confusing for me. It does trigger to go higher here. Strong bull bar ending on its high. Nice trade actually right there. Still only 1 point. Yeah, I don't know. Good trade. If it went long, good trade. I was hesitant. That was a good trade going long, in my opinion. Not bad. Not bad of a trade. 2 point scalp right there. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Jaden Saints asks, anyone know how much Matt lost yesterday? No one knows how much he lost at the end of the day, but I think on stream it was like 7K. 7K, something like that. Could have 4 pushes up here. Now it's looking a little choppy. Unsure which way this is going to go. This could be turning into a trading range, but when it looks like this, I actually don't know what's going to happen, Panda. Believe it or not, Pandas, I don't know what's going to happen. Believe it or not. Another trap to the long side. I'm sitting on my pause on this one. I'm less confident as there's 4 pushes up. But the idea is you're still looking for a new high here. And, you know, you want some sort of double top, right? Some sort of double top. It could be a lower high double top, a higher high double top. You want some sort of double top here before this reversing. Rarely will the market just reverse as an A top, but Uriel Cohen, good morning. Strong bull bar ending on its high. Good signal bar to go long, in my opinion. But I typically don't like to go long on the 4th push. Like, I don't like to enter in that 4th push. But the context looks pretty good to actually, I mean, it looks like it wants to go. It's like curling upwards. It looks bullish. Just, yeah, I'm hesitant. Could get a scalp out. 1 point scalp right there. 2 point scalp right there. So it was bullish. Still looking for that new high. Strong bull bar ending near its high. Could be looking for that new high now. And it's about a few points away. There it is. I just didn't like it. It was a 4th push up. Why did it have to be a 4th push up? I do not know. Creating a trading range now on the 5-minute chart. Right, this is a trading range indicator marking the trading range here. As I mentioned, if it broke above this inside bar, people will buy it up. Right? It's basically a triangle on a smaller time frame. 10K chart has given us actually a Pikachu trade on the 10K chart. I didn't even realize that. If I saw that, I don't know why the alert didn't go off. Maybe because I was looking at the 5-minute. It's a trap to the long side now. Looking for that new high. Strong bull bar. I almost just want to go long here. I mean, it could have just been easy. I mean, we could have just had this big bull bar and it could have just been a bear or bull trend the whole day, but I had to do this funky looking bar right after it and confuse us. So it could have just been easy and it could have just been like, okay, bull trend, but instead I had to do this like really strong pullback. Amazingly enough, this gap has not filled. It missed it by 2 ticks. We're still going up here. Getting 6 pushes up here. The last 3 potentially traps. The last 2 are traps. This last one might be a trap as well. I'm gonna sit on my pause here. I'm still sitting on my pause. Even though I think this is a high probable trade, I'm just gonna sit on my pause here. Daniel says, with the trades I took today, I hit the target profit of the Apex evaluation count. Nice. Congrats, man. Congrats. Hey, chat, show Daniel some love. Let's go, baby. My recommendation is to trade micros. Don't trade that account anymore. There's no reason to risk losing it. No reason to risk losing it. So just trade micros, like literally trade 1 contract in and out of the trade. Until 10 days. In the meantime, trade sim, or if you want to, open another account. I thought yesterday was a very difficult day. I had an okay day yesterday, but I was just like, it was difficult because I just never knew really like which way to trade. And you could see by the end of the day what kind of bar it was. It was just like the daily bar was like a doji bar, and yeah. So I'm curious to know how you guys traded yesterday. If I were to rate my trading yesterday, probably 4 to 6. I was green, so you can always say, but honestly, I was just so confused. I was really confused yesterday. Speedy boy, I'm done for the days. Let's go, baby. Big push down, huge bear bar ending near its low. And that's right after it makes the new high. Like by 2 ticks, it makes a new high and just gets smashed. So it makes the double top here. So now I'd be more willing to think it could reverse because we made a new high. We basically made a double top. But big bear bar ending near its low, kind of being matched with the bull bar ending close to its high. I don't know. This is confusing. No follow through on that, huh? Speedy Boy says, looks like it's transitioning to trading range. Could be. Could be. Notice on the 5-minute, the trading range still viable. Right? This red line, this green line, trading range indicator. Identifying this as a trading range still. That is a very small bar. The market is pretty confused right now. I'm surprised. I mean, I'm thinking still bull trend day today, but market's a little confused. We are in an area where we can reverse though. When I see a double top like this hit and just reverses that sharply, not much follow through, right? It reverses again, but we could have a potential reversal here. Let's just say the stipulations have been met to make a reversal. So we'll see. A lot of you guys felt like you traded 4 to 6. I'm curious, those who traded perfect. Like, I want to meet these people. I want to meet these like people who are voting and they're saying they're traded perfect. There's like nothing else for them to learn. There is nothing to teach them. They have traded perfectly, and it's just, what can you do? I don't think I've ever felt like I traded perfectly. But hey, that's just me. I do feel sometimes I trade to like a 7 to 9 level though, but that's when you're just really feeling it, and when you're feeling it, and you are trading the market cycle that you have identified, and you're just trading it perfectly. 7 to 9 is like, sometimes you feel like you can almost trade it to like level 10, but there's sometimes I'll say 7 to 9 for myself. Rarely would I think I trade perfectly, just because I always feel like there was a mistake. There's always something I missed. All right, getting choppy. 4 overlapping bars. How exciting! How fun is this? I made my 2-point scalp though, and pretty happy about it. I'm a little not disappointed, but I was really considering taking this trade, but let it be. Looking for that new high. Yeah, when this trap failed, I kind of felt like we're gonna at least make that new high, right? This trap failing was a pretty big indicator. Too choppy, even if this triggers, right? This is second entry long, higher low, second entry long, A, B, C. Right, you can see with the super signal dark green number and it's a 2, you know that it's a higher low second entry long because it's a 2. If it was a 1, then it's a lower high. Sorry, a higher low second entry long. And if it was a 1, it's kind of hard to see, but yeah. I'm skipping this trade. Yeah, the person who's saying 10 is actually just Michael Chin. Michael Chin and Riley. It's getting too choppy. Just set him a pause. Just gonna let this resolve. Actually breaks below the chop, but you almost want to buy with limit orders here and just assume we're gonna come back to the top of this. If you bought with a limit order at the bottom of this and just held it for here, you're talking about 2 points, maybe 2 points. You can do 2-point risk, 2-point gain, small risk, kind of small risk, small reward type thing. You know who else is perfect? Mac from Price Action Trading System. He's perfect. He's never made a mistake. When he does his daily chart reviews, he literally can see every perfect setup. It's crazy. It's crazy. He's never even seen a wrong setup before. That's a knock on Mac. What can I say? I love him. I love what he did. You know, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. But his daily chart reviews are just I can't even. It's terrible. And I'm just saying that not because like I hate Mac as a person. I just don't find much. Not I don't find any value. But when you have that much hindsight bias, at the end, it actually hurts your trading because you're like, okay, with the hindsight bias, this was a good setup. Actually, it wasn't a good setup. You only think it's a good setup because of the hindsight bias. And I'm just saying, even a bar by bar, type thing that I used to do, and just going one bar at a time, not knowing the outcome, and just kind of looking at the chart fresh, and just going through it bar by bar. I think would be so beneficial. I would love that. I would love that. I would love if that happened, but. Unfortunately, I don't think he's ever gonna do that. I don't think he cares enough. Let's just say this is a trap trade. Outside bar or something. I'm gonna skip it. Like I mentioned, this is we have met all the stipulations of a reversal, right? We made the higher high. A new extreme, and now we are below the 20 MA, failed second entry long, and we actually have all the stipulations of a reversal here. So the reversal trade here is not too bad of a trade, in my opinion. It's not that bad of a trade. Like, I'm actually considering it, but it's actually decent signal bar here. You're a little disappointed if you're in this trade right now, though, if you're short. Pretty disappointed. In fact, it'll be a failed trap if it reverses here. Actually, I'm actually tempted to enter this trade. I don't know. The decent pullback. I just feel like we're gonna be bullish today. That's why I don't want to enter this trade. Actually, oh wow, that's tricky. That's really tricky. Really tricky. I don't know. I'm sitting on my paws, but that's tricky. That's tricky. That's a setup that might have caught a lot of people here, and right now it's looking disappointing for those who are short here. But it's actually not a bad trade to take, in my opinion. Like, it might be worth it if you had a good risk reward. Right, it might fail this time, but if your risk reward was good, like next time this happens and it works out, you make more than like 2 times your risk reward, so you can more than make up for it, in my opinion. Tricky, because the setup's not bad, in my opinion. I think if it wasn't for the 5-minute, in the 20 EMA, like I'd probably consider that, but I don't know. Tricky. It's really tricky. Like, thoughts and prayers to those who are in this trade, because it's not a bad trade, in my opinion. I think also another thing is this chop here made me feel like, maybe we're not in a strong trend day today. And so typically when you have chop like this, even with a good setup like this for reversal, you got to consider the market cycle that we're now entering, probably trading range type market cycle. So anyone who entered that trade just got stopped out. So like this chop here prevented me from wanting to go short here. If I felt like we were in a strong trend, I might have gone short there. But yeah, I don't know. That's tricky. That's really tricky. That's tricky trade. Yeah, I mean, it's just not like, it's like, for me, it's not very helpful for Mac. I think it's just better if he would have done that. And I hope someone could be mature enough to take some feedback. You know, I get feedback all the time. I try to consume your feedback. If you're like, oh, music's too loud, or you know, that's, oh, I don't like that style, or even people saying, oh, I don't like the panda head. I consider all of it. I really thought about it and really think about it and try to think what's the best experience for the user or for the viewer. And yeah, you know, I hope, you know, Matt can have the maturity to just get some feedback, and you know, especially with I think a lot of people agree with me. Yeah, it's just a bar by bar. You know, it's just something better. It's not like I hate what he's. Actually, I do not like what he's doing, but it's just the fact that I think it could be better and be way more beneficial. And if it can be shown through that way, then I think yeah, it'd be better for his own business. Yeah, so how tricky was that, right? This trap triggers, stops you out, and then goes along its merry way to kind of finally hit your target. Stops you out, and the thing is, you got to respect that stop, because you don't know how much higher this is going to go back up. You just got to respect it, get hit, and maybe want to re-enter here and get 2 points. I don't know. I typically, I wouldn't re-enter here because it's a first entry. Tricky, right? That's tricky, in my opinion. I was really tempted, but I didn't take the trade because of the outside bar reversal. Actually triggered an outside bar reversal. I was like, okay, yeah, that looks choppy to me. I'm just gonna sit on my pause. That's why. That's why, pandas. In fact, what you could have done here is, with a deep retracement, enter this trade, thinking, okay, I think this is still valid, like reversal, but just might have a pullback. You know, you can get a deep retracement and take like a 2-3 point stop loss, like a typical stop loss you normally would take. Second push down here, looks like almost an outside bar reversal again. I really thought we're gonna have a clear trend day today, but apparently not. This is being very tricky right now. Very tricky. Trying to fill the gap, right? This big push up, there's a gap here, 2-tick gap. This is where this line is. I'll draw it as a box, so it looks more like a gap, but there's a gap here right now. From this breakout, top of that bar in the breakout, and then the pivot, we just filled the gap. And on the 5-minute chart, we just hit the bottom of the trading range. And so that reversal actually was valid, but just needed one more pullback and finally push down. Absolutely amazing. If you did an actual risk, if you did 2 times actual risk reward, your target will be down here. That's like you had a wide stop and you were willing to scale in. So people probably scale in here. When I say wide stop, I mean like you're talking about a 10-point stop. Like a 10-point, you're willing to get hit by 10 points. You have a 10-point wide stop, willing to scale in one time. 5-minute chart, hitting the bottom of the trading range on the 5-minute. We come right back up. Daily currently looks like this. I mean, I don't know. We are in a downtrend, in my opinion. That was annoying. All right, downtrend. Here we go. All right, got channel going down now. And my premise is changing and flip-flopping, and usually when it does that, it means most likely trading range, where I feel like, okay, we're bullish, okay, never mind, we're bearish, okay, never mind, we're bullish, and okay, never mind, we're bearish. Like, when I keep flipping my premises like that, it's most likely trading range. We do have at least like A double top here. This trap trade to the short side. Maybe this bear trend is a lot stronger than I think. Not many second entries here, in my opinion. Not many at all. And for those who took the trap here, you know, the idea was like you're looking for a new high, so you're not really looking for a short trade here. Even though like you kind of like the setup where it's like below the 20 MA, the context is not good. When you have that first breaker trend, you're looking for some sort of double top before a true reversal, which is after the double top, the true reversal happens, but happens in a tricky way because this trap fails and then finally goes its way. So this is tricky. That's just really tricky, and it's just rude. The market's just rude for doing that, in my opinion. It's a rude market. You can come right back up here. Just bottom of the trading range on the 5-minute, hitting, bouncing off of it perfectly here. Coming back to the 20 MA on the 10K chart, could be a bounce here. Just be looking for support. Big push up. I would look for a trap trade to the long side. Sure. I'll look for a trap trade to the long side. Thinking we're in trading range, we're in the bottom of the trading range, so some sort of trading range day today. Or to draw a box. Something like this. This would be the trading range I would think we're in, and this trap failing essentially because it couldn't break the previous pivot low makes me feel like we can come back into this box, but I would need a trap trade to the long side. That's a trade I'm looking for, but let's see if the market's generous enough to give it to us. You do have to also worry about this trend line. It could hit its head on it and just keep going down, and that could happen. But in my opinion, if I see a trap trade here as it fails like entry short, I think the risk is worth it. I think the reward is decent. So looking for a fail second entry short here. And obviously it's not a fail second short. It just zooms down, takes the scalp. Scalps out easily right there. Nice scalp. 2-point scalp perhaps. Continuation of this downtrend. I didn't want to go short here because I felt like we're at the bottom of the trading range, and I thought we might come back up into it, but who knows? This could just be a downtrend now. It is a 2-point scalp there. It's pretty nice. It's very nice actually if you went short there. Yeah, make sure you guys scalp that like button. Do appreciate it. Helps out this channel a lot. Ooh, okay. All right, we're in a downtrend. Guess that's what it seems like. I thought we were gonna come back into our little trading range here, but unfortunately, apparently I was wrong. Make another push down. We could come back to test the bottom of this, right? The bottom of the spiking channel. Basically spike channel, and what happens is you typically come test the bottom of the spiking channel, and it kind of creates a trading range. Basically the bottom is yesterday's high. Let's see if we get there. There's actually another gap here. The two leggy here That's like 5 in the morning, and there's a gap that has not yet been filled. I might try to fill that gap. You might be trying to fill a gap if there's a gap on like the daily chart, like on SPY. Yeah, there's a big gap on SPY right now. Man, Netflix got hammered. Tesla, the kind of earnings it had, it's not even that much. I personally don't think when we talk about FANG stocks, I personally don't think Facebook should even be in there anymore. Like they should take they should redo the acronym. I think it should be like TANG. Tesla, Apple, Amazon. Nah, maybe not Netflix anymore. Maybe maybe Nvidia and Google. Nvidia, the only problem is or Microsoft. How about that? TAMG. Be TAAMG. Is another way to say that? I don't know. Tesla, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, and Google. Those are the big ones. Right, it's because it's Meta. No, get Facebook out of there, man. Facebook does not belong in there. Facebook is... The moment we saw Facebook, we're like, this is just MySpace 2.0, and it's just sooner or later, it's going to meet its demise. But I would say Facebook is a little smarter because they started to acquire more companies, and what is going on here? Just watching. Maybe I'll take a higher low setup here. Higher low setup, going back into our trading range. We are hitting our trend line here. But I don't know. This is I don't know, just watching. I don't have a setup at all. I mean, I guess that setup was decent, but it kind of made sense that we come back into trading range and actually, man, strong bear bar ending on its low. I mean, this looks, I can't go long with that. Can't go long against this, so I don't know. We're still beneath the 20 EMA. We're hitting our trend line. Oh, is it worth going short here? I don't know. I still don't think so. Okay, we're pushing strong down now, so guess we might try to fill the gap. Could be. I don't know. What I'm trying to say, pandas, is I have no idea what's happening. Pandas. Okay, might try to fill this little gap here. Pushing down, making new lows, and respecting our trend line here, respecting our channel. No entries, right? That's not even a second entry. Short, because it breaks here, resetting that count. Zooms down. Could have been then opening reversal within like the first 30 minutes, first 30 to 40 minutes. Could have that opening reversal here. Downtrend day today, maybe. Gap about to be filled here. Yesterday's close down here. Maybe try to fill that. Not sure. Fill this gap. At a certain point, you realize that this is no longer valid. So we are coming to test the bottom of the spiking channel, and we can turn to a trading range here as well. So this is what days like this are confusing because you just don't know. Multiple failed traps, failed trap here, failed trap here. Man, that's just gross. Gross, gross, gross. A little overextended, not looking to go short here, but not looking to go long because we're in a downtrend. So here we are again, just watching patiently. Seemed like most of you guys trade decently yesterday, but yesterday was difficult, and a lot of you guys did say that you had a hard time yesterday trading. Yeah, yesterday was hard. I think I was saying that beginning of streams, like I just felt like that day was gonna be hard. Just don't trust any breakouts. Don't trust, like, can't trust traps. Can't trust anything. You know what's funny right now? We didn't even fill the gap. It missed it by one tick. So the gap is actually still here. What in the world? What's going on? Does it want that gap still? Missed it by one tick. Absolutely incredible. This is your measure move if you're gonna trade this double top. That's your measure move here from that double top. Juan Key asks, do I have indicator for traces? I do not. Strong push down. It might be looking to fill that gap now. For some reason, I just wanted to just zoom upwards and then come right back down. It's just confusing. Price action is a little confusing. I mean, it's on a downtrend, but within this downtrend, like, should you have a big bull bar like this? I don't think so. But you do get a bounce off the 20 EMA, which is bearish. So, yeah, I don't know. Give me. I oftentimes say the market is like like a girl that you know that you're like trying to pursue, and they're just giving you mixed signals. You just never know what they want. You never know what they want. Coming to fill that gap. I'm like 99% sure it's gonna fill that gap. I mean, 99% sure is pretty high, so I should just buy it. You know, I should sell a limit order right here. Almost want to, but I'm just gonna sit on my pause. I'm gonna just wait for a second entry. Along this entire line, downtrend, we have 1 second entry short, which I thought was actually gonna reverse back into the trading range.
$10,000 tick trap. 10,000 tick trap.
There is a fail second entry short, or fail second entry long on 10K chart. Potentially could be a big one. There is a trap on the 10K. Ooh, I actually want to take that. Trading range. I don't know. I kind of want to take that. You got to be able to eat this risk though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of risk. Not too bad. Alright, let's take it. Triggers here. We're going to trade a 10K chart trap here. See if we can get a trap on 10K chart. Big time reversal here. Oh, I just have a strange feeling it's not going to work out. Just because on a 2K chart the traps were failing, I feel like this trap may fail and might just bounce back up and then finally go its way. I really wouldn't be surprised if it did that. I really just wouldn't be surprised if it did that. Second entry short. Whew. Big bull bars bouncing off double bottom here. Like 4 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits all in one spot. What is that? What is that, pandas? What's going on here? Do I take the second entry short? Pandas, give me a 1 in the chat if you're going to take the second entry short. Give me a 2 in the chat if you're going to skip it. Give me a 3 if you're looking for a reversal. Two-legged pullback off the 20 EMA on a downtrend. Bouncing off the 20 EMA, but obviously bouncing off down here. So they found some support here with the double bottom. Signal bar is not looking too good now. You know, I'm not going to go short there. When you have a bounce off like that, I don't know. I mean, it's like kind of floating in midair, but hard to take now. Bad signal bar. Should we go short here, pandas? I can't go short. When it bounces off something like this, my tendency is not to go short. All right, we're going. This is done. I don't know, pandas. I mean, there's no setup, so we're not taking short here anymore. In fact, we're probably looking for a trap trade to the long side at this point, right? We're above the 20 MA. 10K trading range. 5-minute trading range still valid. It's actually first pullback. Huh. Andrew Gibson says can't log into Rhythmic. I can log in pretty easily. No entries. I guess a fail second entry short is what I'm looking for here. That's really incredible though. Missing that gap by 1 tick could be extremely bullish sign. Like the devil's in the details and it hit it 4 times. That's not coincidence, pandas. Right? There's something going on here and hopefully we can use that to our advantage and maybe take a long trade here. See if the market is generous enough to give us a fail second entry short. Morgan K asks, Panda, are you doing the dual login that Apex recommends now? Actually, I'm not. I mean, what I'm doing works, so actually, you know, I don't know. Well, I don't know what the purpose of the dual login is. Just waiting. Fail second entry short is my setup, pandas, and I'm sticking to it. Strong bull bar ending on its high on the 10K chart. Looking for follow through on that. Am I willing to take an outside bar reversal here? Sure, why not? Outside bar reversal. Trap trade to the long side. It is first break of trend here. Could be looking for a new low at this point. Very, very high chance for that to happen. But I think this like quad hit on this support down here, it's meaning something to me. And missing the gap by 1 tick makes me feel like we're actually really bullish here. And so I'm going to take a long trade here, pandas. And do not copy my trades. Trade at your own risk. Gonna go long here. Waiting. Just waiting. Come on. Still waiting. It's a relatively small risk as well, so more incentive to enter this trade. I think that's good enough, close enough for me. All right, we got a trap trade here, potentially. Let's see what happens. It's been a long time since we got a setup. I'm only going for 1 point because my risk is only 2 points. So for me, that's a fair risk reward. Like if I were to take this trade, like, let's go, baby, easy peasy money. Getting that bamboo today, and I know you're like, why does he celebrate just getting a scalp? Why is he celebrating for $150 profit? Apex, what can I say? Apex funded traders. Apex traders funding is the reason why I get excited, even with one scalp like that. Trade copier, multiple accounts. This 150 looks like 150 to you, but in reality, it's actually way more than that. Way more than that. Good push up here. Could have got 2 points from that. I'm happy with my 1 point because my risk was so small. You know, I'll just take the 1 point to 2 point risk. I mean, that's like the odds of that trade were just amazing. Let's just say. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Curious to see what happens here. I mean, is it still looking for a new low? It could be looking for a new low. That's not good follow through on this trap. Could be looking for a new low here. I don't know. Gab says, I am 1K away of passing my 150K eval. Charles Wilson did a no-no. Yeah. Charles Wilson, don't disclose that information, please. It's like privileged information for you guys as pandas. We're pushing down now, and we could look for that new low. Look for that new low. Gab says, I'm 1K away passing my 150K eval and 400 to pass my 25K eval. It's like 4 points. And this is when it's crunch time, and this is when it gets like you get the most nervous when you trade, and it's just like you're just one trade away from passing, and then you like it's the worst when you like enter a bad trade and then you start doing weird stuff. You start to do weird stuff to regain, and it's just like I hope it doesn't happen to you, but just stay vigilant. Yeah, I guess like just a general note for any pandas watching. If there's like something disclosed in the pre-market show, try not to talk about it in the mainstream because you guys pay for it, so I don't want that information to go out to you guys. But unless it's like something in general, like okay, does Panda make money? Yes. Does Panda lose money? No. Or does he have more than one account? Yes. It could be like general answers like that. Sure, why not? But yeah. But yeah, and the thing is, like, once you get funded, like, you get so excited because you're like trading with funded money. And you're like, there's no way this is possible. There's no way I'm actually, uh, there's no way I'm actually able to make money off of these kind of like these funded accounts. I can't believe it's actually happening. I thought it's only available to like professional traders. And then you have, you know, you, you get so excited, and then you end up getting overexcited, and unfortunately, a lot of people probably blow their accounts. Yeah, I've disclosed it here, and I've blown a couple PA accounts. Yeah, it's like Fight Club rules. Russell H got it right. The first rule of the Panda pre-market show is you do not talk about the Panda pre-market show. The second rule is you do not talk about the Panda pre-market show. Great movie. Great movie. Yep, looking for the new low, I think, now. Making it apparent. I may take a second entry short here, looking for that new low. I actually may take or a fail second entry long. I may take it. I'm not looking for a second entry long here. I'm looking for a fail second entry long here, just like this one right here. I want to take a fail second entry long to try to make that new low, and I may get 2 or 3 points from this. I think it's apparent we want to try to fill this gap now and go beyond it and break through it, maybe kind of strongly here. And if I just need to set up. I need to set up. Okay, gap filled. New low created. Could push down strong actually here. Unsure. Beautiful signal bar to go long, but not a place where you want to go long right now. This is not it. This is not where you want to go long. In my opinion. Trade at your own risk, of course. But I'm not looking for a long trade here. Or should I be? Gap just filled. Who knows? We can have a nasty reversal here. If it's like if it fits your risk management and your trading style, then go long here. Take your 5x reward here, perhaps. You might lose 1 or 2. You might lose a couple of times, but hey, you might get that 5xer. Yep. Powell does speak. I'm not sure if he speaks at 11 or at 1. I think he's supposed to speak at 1, but I also saw he's speaking at 11. Not sure. The new low is created, but I thought we're gonna push harder than that, to be honest. And I'm basing it off the higher time frames. Right, this trap triggers on the 10K chart, pushing it down, thinking we're in a downtrend now. The 5-minute. Okay, it's too leggy. The 5 minutes just making it too leggy here. It could be a reversal here. Who knows? Very tough to say, like when you're in a big trading range like this, basically, big up, big down, and you could be in big trading range. It's difficult to say, like, okay, well, we're in a downtrend, but if you look to the left of the chart, we could be in trading range. And so, those are two opposing views, which make it difficult to trade, because if you're thinking you're downtrend, you're trying to go short. If you're thinking you're trading range, now you're trying to go long. And so you have these two opposing views, and that you just what are you gonna do? What can you do? You have to take a risk at this point, and if you want to enter the trade. So it is a fail second entry long here, pushing down. Hassan Marabi says, shouldn't we be looking for a reversal now because we had to break a trend to new low? Sure. Yes. This is a spot for a reversal. Potential reversal here. Or are we in a downtrend? I mean, the pop-up here, the minor reversal is good. I think if we get another reversal trade, I'll go long. If we get another reversal, if we get another fail second entry short, I'll go long. But to me, this could be, it's just hard to say. I don't know. If Jerome Powell comes on and just says, yeah, we're going to actually raise the interest rate by like one whole point, then good luck. Good luck, market. But if he comes on and says, actually, due to economic circumstances, we are actually going to lower the interest rate back to 0, the market is gonna go berserk and it's just gonna inflate like crazy. It's crazy to have that much power. You can literally control the market with your words. Absolutely insane. Oh. Big push down, downtrend. What to do, what to do. Don't know. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Helps out a lot more than you think. Okay, big push down. Still stinking. Gonna hit yesterday's low, or sorry, yesterday's high. The measure move of this double top is this blue line. If you guys remember, I measured it with the line tool. So I put that little dot in the middle. That's a halfway point. I just marked it here. So this will finish the measure move of this double top. Oh boy. What a day. Don't know. Jaden Saints asks, Panda, does YouTube pay you for likes? They don't. It's more indirect. Hitting the like button tells the YouTube algorithm your channel's bussin'. And if it's bussin', then they want to push out your video to more people. And more people means more viewers. More viewers mean more people watching ads. And so then that way, yes, I guess they pay you for likes, but not directly. It's more indirect. But honestly, like AdSense money, membership money, it's very hard to live off that kind of money. It's not much. It's not much. It's not much at all. If I had like maybe like 1,000 people watching, then maybe you can just kind of live off that AdSense money. But yeah, I'm far from that. I get like 150-ish, sometimes 200, and if I'm lucky, maybe 300 viewers if I'm lucky. That's like if like Trades by Matt is not trading. If Trades by Matt is like on vacation, then yeah, sometimes I can get that kind of money, or I can get that kind of AdSense. Russell H says, I use an ad blocker. Sorry, I assume like almost everyone uses ad blocker. But the AdSense money, it doesn't like, you know, that's not like, yeah, it's nothing. It doesn't really do much. Let's just say I don't do this for the AdSense money, nor do I do it for the membership fees. Toadman says, I'm here all the time now. Used to be at TBM, but his strat and swings are too well swingy. Yeah, if you guys can scalp that like button, it helps out a lot. Do you get a flat amount for YouTube Red subscribers? I'm not sure how the premium works. Jaden says, Panda, don't forget us when you get 100k subs. Trust me, I cannot forget you guys. You guys are the Panda fam. And no matter what really happens, like, this experience I've had with you guys has just been incredible. And yeah, I mean, I don't regret any of it. And the best part is like, I had no idea. I had no idea I was going to turn into something like this. You know, I had no idea that I would have a community like this, like an awesome community. And seeing you guys, you know, every day, and you know, you guys end up becoming like, even though I only know you through the chat, really, like, end up becoming friends, and you know, caring for you guys, and you know, and it's great. What can I say? The community this is the best community on YouTube. Truly, I can say that without exaggeration. Well, no setups along this entire way. Maybe you could take that fail second tree long here and gone short. I was considering it, but I just let it go because I wasn't 100% sure what was going to happen there. But I think, yeah, I mean, we're up 150. I'll take that. You know, I'm happy with 150 profit just in the first hour of trading. Sure, why not? And, you know, the best part is I was in control of my trades, took the setups I liked, waited patiently, and came out profitable. And the idea is you guys just be consistent. You don't have to make huge home run hits every time. You don't have to have $1,000 days every day. You know, just small, you know, $200 to $300 a day, and you'll find yourself making a lot more money than you can ever imagine, especially if you have multiple accounts. You know, if you have 4 accounts, that's a lot of, that's enough money to, probably more money than you've ever made in your life, you know, for a lot of people. So Emmanuel Martinez says, do you invest in stocks, Panda? I do. I have a pretty big dividend portfolio. You know, I consider this active trading, and I consider dividends passive trading. And so for me, I want to make as much money possible actively, but at the same time, I want to have an engine that makes money passively. And so I think dividend stocks is the most purest form of passive income, in my opinion. You know, it's more passive than, you know, renting out your, you know, having rental properties. Though, you know, having those assets are very nice. But, you know, if you're like doing a rental company, or basically if you're like real estate and you have a bunch of rental properties, you have a business, right? You actually have a business. You have to manage it. You have to find tenants, and you have to do maintenance. And so, in my opinion, that's not passive. That's a business. You're basically, you know, it might not be a hard business, but it's a business nevertheless. But when we talk about passive income, dividends, I'm in a couple right now. Toman says, do you have to pay the $85 per account every month? Yes, you do. That fee is for per account, and I think it's fair, even though it's per account, because they treat every account like a brand new account, which also means you can actually get the first 10,000 100% of it, and that's kind of nice. So you can pull out the first 100,000 or first 10k at 100% on every new account. And so I would say that that in itself is, you know, I think covers the fact, you know, you make 2 scalps and you cover the fee, you know. I don't know, with 1 contract each is very little. So Jane says, true. Before I started watching UPen, I was with Topstep, but I switched to Apex. I have a few accounts on the copy trader. It changed my life forever. So thanks, Panda. Let's go, maybe. Nozim says, what about when you lose money with multiple accounts? Well, it's the same. So Apex is risk-free. You know, you're trading someone else's money, so you might be losing whatever money you lose. It's not your money. Let's just say that. But let's say you're like trying to build up some capital in your Apex accounts. Yes, the truth is, if you blow one account, you blow all your accounts. And so that's why I stress so much. It's about being consistently profitable. You don't have to go for the home runs. You just need to make small money every single day, and that's enough. And for me, in terms of my psyche, you know, I used to think I have to make like $500 to $1,000 a day just to, you know, feel comfortable. But no, now I'm comfortable. Just I could end today and be happy with $150, especially if I think if the day might be difficult. You know, I'm happy with $150. Sure, why not? That translates to, you know, thousands of dollars. And so I think, like, you know, and it's true though. You just, let's just say, if you're not consistently a profitable trader, you will blow your account. Let's just say that. That's just plain fact. If you're not consistently profitable, then that means you're consistently not profitable, and you will blow your account. It's just logic. It's just the truth. And so if you cannot be consistently profitable, then no matter what you do, Apex, personal money, doesn't matter, you will blow your account. So that's why I always like to focus on the setups. You know, you just take the setups as if they're brand new every day. Don't worry about the money behind it. Just, you gotta learn how to take the setups. You gotta learn this. You gotta learn the strategy. You gotta learn how to control the motions. You gotta learn how to trade small and be okay with it. You have to be okay with red days. You know, you gotta be okay with all these things that typically you just have to, you know, you naturally hate, but you gotta do it. Yeah, that's all right. But you have to finish. You have to pass evaluation for every account. But the thing is, you can use the trade copier on the evals as well, and so you can trade. You can pass like 10 eval accounts at once. You can. Do I recommend that? Probably not, but you could do that. You can pass 20 at one time. So that's the power of the trade copier. Pal's about to speak in 2 minutes here. I'm gonna stay on for a little bit here. I actually want one more trade if we can get it. Are we still in downtrend? I mean, we made our new low. Probably reversal trade here, potentially. I would take a fail second just short here. Powell's about to speak. And I don't know, right when he speaks, is something gonna happen. You know, it might depend on what he says, so it might take a little bit, some time to for the market to react. Saka Clem says, I do find that weird. If the eval is about proving my profitability, then shouldn't one be enough proof for any other account of equivalent size? I can see that, but I can see on the business aspect of Apex, for them, it's much better if they make you do an eval for every account. But no, I mean, to them, it's like it's account basis. You know, gotta pass per account. All right, it's 11 o'clock. Let's see if the market goes crazy. I'm going to take a trap trade here if we do get it. That's a very good signal bar to go short, but we already made our new low. Trap. And so I'm actually looking to go long somewhere here, but we might be trying to fill that gap as well on the daily chart on the SPY. Right, the gap is actually... Okay. Gap is pretty far away, actually. 30 points away. We're beneath the 20 EMA. I want to go long here. Let's go long here. Let's see what happens if I go long. We're beneath the 20 EMA, so it's a little risky. But I like the setup here to go long. I'm going to have to take a couple points here. Let's get 2 points. We're risking 1, 2, 3.5 points here. We're going to try to go long here, so we get 2 points. Could get burned here, but it's all good. This is like a place where I would look for a reversal trade, and so I'm going to try to take a reversal here. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. Break a trend to new low, and 4 pushes down. That 5th push couldn't break the pivot. Reverses. Strong bullish bar. 2 points. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. All right, folks. Pandas, that's it for today. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. 9:15 for the mainstream, 9 o'clock for the pre-market show. And if you're a member, if you're a panda or a super panda, just know that if you want access to the pre-market show, you actually have to go to the channel and then go to the members tab, because you will have a members tab, and enter the stream that way. So pandas, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow, and trade safe, and as always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.